What happens when you can't get insurance for your home? No insurance means no mortgage, no buyers, and potentially a massive shift in who owns America's most at-risk properties. And with the head of the National Flood Insurance Program just fired, and Trump hinting at shutting down FEMA, the entire system of disaster recovery could be about to change. Let's break this down. This video is going to be a little bit on the longer side, so if you don't have time to watch it all right now, go ahead and bookmark it and then come back later. But if you're staying with me, let's dive in. The hazard insurance crisis has more insurers pulling out of disaster-prone areas. Wildfire zones in California, hurricane-hit Florida and Texas, and flood-prone Louisiana and New Jersey. Without affordable insurance, buyers can't get mortgages. That leaves two options for sellers: take a huge loss or wait indefinitely for a buyer that's willing to take the risk. But while individuals are getting priced out, there's one group still buying. Private equity firms smell opportunity. If homes become unmortgageable, private equity firms and corporate landlords can step in with all-cash offers and buy properties at a discount. We've already seen huge firms like Innovation Homes, BlackRock, and Cerberus buy up foreclosures in the past crisis. Will hazard zones be their next target? If they scoop up the homes without having to worry about the mortgage rules, they could turn an entire disaster-prone neighborhood into a rental market. Raises a big question: who will be left to own the homes in these areas? A key part of this crisis is flood insurance. Many disaster-prone homes rely on the National Flood Insurance Program because private insurers won't cover them. But the Trump administration just fired the head of the flood insurance program, even though he had been with FEMA for 15 years. Why? Because technically he was still on probation in his new role, making it easy for them to fire him. This has fueled concerns that the administration wants to overhaul the program or cut it entirely. On top of that, Trump has floated the idea of shutting down FEMA altogether, saying states should handle disaster relief on their own. There are those of you that will argue that the states could respond faster, but most don't have the budget or the infrastructure to deal with major disasters. FEMA is weakened, and the flood insurance program make that insurance unaffordable. That means even more homes in flood zones will be unsellable, and if private equity firms are the only buyers left standing, homeownership in these areas could become a thing of the past. This shift could permanently alter disaster-prone real estate markets, turning them into places where people own homes into corporate rental zones. If insurance companies won't cover these homes and private equity firms are the only ones buying, what happens to disaster-prone communities? Should the government step in? Or do you think that FEMA should be dismantled and